this video, I'm going to be going over cofactors and their importance to certain enzymes. Well, cofactors are non-protein molecules or ions that are essential for the function of certain enzymes. So cofactors are basically like helpers in order to catalyze a reaction. And how do cofactors work? Shown here on the diagram, you can see that here's your enzyme with its active site, and this cofactor is binding to help complete the active site. So cofactors have a lot of different functions. Some of them are going to complete the shape of the enzyme's active site, as I just showed, for the reaction to occur. Other cofactors are going to participate in a temporary bond that's between the enzyme and its substrate when that enzyme-substrate complex is formed, similar to what you see here, not only completing the active site, but it can also interact and form bonds. Some of these cofactors transport electrons and hydrogen atoms in small molecules from one enzyme to another enzyme. When you're classifying cofactors, there are two general types. There are inorganic ions and organic molecules. Examples of inorganic cofactors are metal ions such as calcium, magnesium, manganese, copper, zinc. And there are more than this, but when you're thinking about it, these are trace elements. And why exactly do we need these? Well, a lot of them participate as cofactors with certain enzymes. For example, calcium. We know calcium is used for strong bones. It's used for muscle contraction. It's used for neural impulses. But calcium can also be used as a cofactor and helping for enzymatic reactions. So if you don't have these trace elements that are required for life, how does it affect? Well, one of the ways is that it can affect certain enzyme activities. There are certain enzymes that won't work unless it has these cofactors. The other primary category of cofactors are organic cofactors, also called coenzymes. These are organic molecules that are often derived from water-soluble vitamins, such as niacin and riboflavin. Examples of these, a nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, NAD is the acronym for this, which is derived from niacin or vitamin B3. You also have flavin adenine dinucleotide, or FAD, which is derived from riboflavin or vitamin B2. These two examples right here, you don't have to memorize these at this time. These are just examples of this. When we get to the upcoming unit on cellular respiration, we're going to see that these help to transport hydrogen ions and electrons throughout the cell. In particular, we're going to see that these are involved in transporting electrons and hydrogens to the mitochondria for aerobic cellular respiration. That's when we'll go into more details about this. For now, you just need to know that, organic cofactors are not those metal ions, and they have various functions. And some of them also help to complete the active site. Apoenzymes and holoenzymes, I'm not going to test you on these two terms. I just want you to be aware of these in case you come across them in the literature. But they're not going to be on the exam, they're not going to be on a quiz. If you have an enzyme that requires a cofactor to work, then we refer to that enzyme that doesn't have that cofactor or part of it yet as an apoenzyme. And then when that cofactor binds to it, that cofactor be the inorganic cofactor or the organic cofactor or coenzyme, we have another term for that. We call that the holoenzyme, and that's the active enzyme with those. Again, but I'm not going to test you on that part of it. Let's test your knowledge. Pause your video and complete the following sentences with the correct terms. Here are the answers. And this concludes the video, and let me know if you have any questions.